starts imagining a feeling while talking to you. She begins associating you with that feeling. That's how psychological bonding works. You're not just having a conversation. You're implanting emotion. And emotion is the gateway to attraction. Now let's talk about trust. You see, women don't give trust easily. They're wired biologically, evolutionarily to be selective. She's not just listening to your words, she's scanning, she's testing, she's measuring your energy, your intent, your authenticity. Weak men see this as a challenge. Strong men see it as an opportunity, because when you ask her this question about what she enjoys in intimate, trusted moments, you're telling her, I see you. I'm not here to impress. I'm here to understand. And that's rare. She might respond with something like, I love when I can be held in silence and just feel safe. Boom. That tells you she craves emotional grounding. Maybe she says being silly and laughing at dumb things together. That shows you how important playfulness and comfort are to her. Or maybe those late-night talks where you're so close, it feels like time stops. That's your signal that she values emotional intimacy and vulnerability. Now here's where most guys crash and burn. They ask this too soon. They make it weird. They rush the answer. No, you've got to build the moment. You've got to earn the emotional runway. Let the conversation flow naturally. The smiles, the eye contact, the subtle chemistry. And then drop this like a whisper. And when you do, don't rush to speak. Let her breathe. Let her think. Let the silence stretch for a second. Why? Because a Stoic man doesn't force connection. He creates the environment where connection blooms. A Stoic doesn't chase emotion. He guides it with presence, stillness, certainty. So when she answers, observe her. Does she light up? When she talks about trust and touch, does her voice soften when she describes feeling emotionally safe? That's not just conversation. That's intel. She's handing you the blueprint to her emotional blueprint. Use it wisely, because the man who makes her feel seen, truly seen, becomes unforgettable. Question 3. What do you value most in a relationship? Now we're entering sacred territory. This is where 99% of men fail. Why? Because they never even ask. They stay busy talking about themselves, about money, about work, about Netflix, all while never asking her about what actually matters to her in a relationship. But this question, it's not just smart. It's evolutionary. You're no longer flirting. You're filtering. You're signaling to her that you're not here for surface-level nonsense. You're here for truth. This one simple question does 3 powerful things. It makes her think deeply. It forces her to reveal her relationship standards. It gives you the chance to see if you actually align. Maybe she says, I value loyalty and trust more than anything. That tells you she's been burned before, and she's not playing games. Maybe she says, stability. I want someone consistent and grounded. Now you know emotional roller coasters won't work here. Or she says, passion and ambition. I want someone going somewhere. Then it's your moment to show her without bragging that you are that man. But here's where most men get it wrong. They hear what she wants and immediately try to become that guy. Wrong. Move a high V, value you, man, a Stoic man. Hears what she values, and then checks in with himself. Is this who I am? And do I actually want her? Because this isn't just about compatibility. This is about alignment. You're not interviewing to fit into her world. You're evaluating whether she fits into yours. This is a filter, a mirror, and a line in the sand. So ask it. But only when the time is right. Not in the first 5 minutes. Not when she's still deciding if she likes your energy. Ask it when there's already connection, already flow, already intrigue. then listen closely, because what she values most tells you everything about who she is and whether your paths are meant to cross or meant to part. Question 4. What's the most attractive thing a man can do, something that drives you crazy? Now this is where things start to get interesting. You've already broken the ice. You've built rapport. There's flow. There's connection. Now it's time to turn up the heat, playfully, yet powerfully. This isn't some basic question, like, what's your favorite color? No, this question digs deeper. It taps into fantasy desire, the subtle triggers that awaken her curiosity and pull her into your world. Because when you ask, what's the most attractive thing a man can do? Something that just drives you crazy. You're not just fishing for a compliment. You're flipping the script. You're making her do the imagining. You're guiding her to reveal what truly excites her. Often things she doesn't even admit out loud. Maybe she says, a man who can make me laugh until my cheeks hurt. That's a green light to lean into humor, show her your playful intelligence, timing, charm. But maybe she says, someone with that quiet, magnetic confidence. Boom, now is your chance to let your body language speak louder than your words. Sit with ease, speak with purpose, become that energy. Or maybe she says, I love a man who's assertive, who just knows what he wants and goes for it. That's when you hold eye contact a second longer. Let a pause linger. Smile with control. But here's the warning. If you ask this question too early, it will backfire if the vibe isn't right. Yet if trust hasn't been built, she might shut down or feel caught off guard. So read the room. Wait for the tension. Wait for the eye glances, the playful teasing, the subtle chemistry. Ask this question only when there's already emotional electricity flowing between you. Because when she answers, you now have a roadmap, and not just to attraction, but to seduction. But here's what separates the weak from the powerful. Most men hear her answer and start performing. She likes confidence, they fake bravado. She likes humor. They start telling forced jokes. She says she loves ambition. They start humble bragging. Wrong. This isn't about becoming what she wants. This is about knowing what she responds to and checking whether it aligns with what you already possess. And if it doesn't, don't fake it. Don't bend. Don't chase a stoic man. Listens without attachment. He's unbothered by her preferences. He's grounded in who he is, not who she wants him to be. If her answer matches your truth, great, let it unfold. If it doesn't, walk away with calm confidence, knowing she's not your match. That's strength. That's power. That's masculine leadership. So the next time you drop this question, do it with ease, with playfulness, with timing, because it's not about impressing her. It's about watching her reveal what excites her, and then deciding if she deserves your time. Question 5. What's something men do that absolutely annoys you? Now this question, it's a minefield. Handle it wrong, and you're done. But if you do it right, it becomes one of the most revealing, entertaining, and raw conversations you'll ever have. When you ask a woman, what's something men do that just absolutely annoys you? You're inviting her to vent, to unload, to drop her guard, and be real with you. But let me warn you, this is where many guys fall apart. They ask this question and then immediately get defensive. They turn it into a debate. Or worse, they take it personally. Red flag. Move the correct play. Keep it light. Keep it humorous, and most importantly, don't take her answer as a critique. Take it as intel, for example. She says, I hate when guys act too cocky. That's your moment to flash a grin and say, well, good thing you haven't seen my last beach photo shoot, playful, teasing, smooth. Or, she says, I can't stand when men are needy or clingy. That's your cue to project your self-sufficiency. Let her feel the calm confidence of a man who's grounded, not grasping. Here's the beauty of this question if you handle her answer with grace. If you keep it light, if you show her you're not easily shaken, she'll see something most men never show: emotional control, confidence without ego, the rare ability to laugh at yourself and still remain powerful. That's uncommon in today's world, and women find it irresistible. Remember this Stoic principle: what stands in the way becomes the way. If she says something annoying about men, don't see it as a wall. See it as a window, a chance to show her you're different, not with talk, but with presence, humor, stillness. Because when most guys get triggered, you smile. When others defend you, observe. And when she realizes you're not like the rest, she'll lean in emotionally, mentally, physically. That's how you win without ever trying to win. Question 6, coffee or beer? Now at first glance, this feels like a throwaway line, simple, basic, even cliché. But if you know how to use it, this question becomes your secret weapon. Why? Because it's not about the answer. It's about what it represents. If she says coffee, it signals she's into calm, cozy, slow burn vibes, someone who enjoys emotional connection, warm conversation, long glances across the table. If she picks beer, she's probably playful, relaxed, flirty, more into fun, energy, casual connections, and chemistry that sparks fast. And here's the real trick. Don't ask this randomly. Set it up with a suspense. Okay, tough question for you, but I need to know coffee or beer. That tease alone builds curiosity. It frames you as bold, playful, and controlled. Then use her answer to guide the moment forward. Oh, you're a coffee girl. I know the perfect place. Maybe we should test their espresso game sometime, or beer. I've got just the spot with the best craft lineup. I'll introduce you to something bold and strong. Just like this conversation, that's not just banter. That's direction. You're leading, guiding, setting the tone. You're not just talking. You're creating possibility. And that's what women crave. A Stoic man doesn't overanalyze or hesitate. He takes small moments and turns them into connection, not by force, but by flow. So next time you're deep in conversation, drop this question. Not just, what is truly important? In this case, you must ask yourself, what does my response to her behavior say about who I am and what I value? The answer lies in how closely you align your actions with your Stoic principles. In conclusion, when a married woman creates opportunities to be near you, it's not just about proximity. It's a call for you to step up and demonstrate wisdom and self-control. You have the power to choose your response as you go through this experience. Remember to stay true to your Stoic ideals. Set your boundaries firmly and reflect on how your choices impact your character. The next time you encounter a similar situation, ask yourself, am I responding with wisdom, or am I allowing the moment to dictate my actions? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear your insights on handling the subtle yet powerful signs of attraction. Conclusion. Must watch 7 ways. A married woman's greeting reveals her attraction to you. Modern Stoic. Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope these signs give you a better understanding of how to interpret a married woman's greeting and behavior. Remember, Stoicism teaches us to observe actions, not words, and to remain grounded in our responses. If you've noticed any of these signs before, or if you've had an experience with decoding someone's greeting, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Take this knowledge with you and use it wisely. Stoicism isn't just about understanding others, but also about maintaining control over how you react and stay balanced. Thank you for joining me today. And remember, stay stoic, stay mindful, and keep streaming wisdom.